toxic queen. Hannah is toxic.
Hey.
I'm Tyler.
And I'm Thaleisha. And welcome to the Binge Box, where we share our thoughts on TV shows, friendships, relationships, and everything in between.
Join us as we binge on all the good stuff life has to offer. On today's episode, we're going to be reviewing Loveisblind, Season 7, Episode 11. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button and hit that bell button. We just hit our goal of 60 subscribers, and the next goal is 75 subscribers. Mm-hmm. If you're one of our return viewers, thank you for all the support, and drop a comment down below. Let's get into it.
Episode 11 starts off with Hannah and Nick. They're debriefing from the party, and Hannah's just like, I wasn't feeling how you was talking to Katie. This is supposed to be my best friend in the whole entire world, and you was just in her face a little too much. I wasn't feeling that. She said that she was like irritated that he was excited to see her, and Nick's like, bro, I wasn't even that excited. Like, we was just having a conversation, a casual conversation. It was never nothing that deep. She's like, why were you talking for 40 minutes? 40 minutes is not that long for a person that you were technically dating that you never saw, but
in a party as well where time just flies.
Right. Getting to know each other. But hey, yeah, she was just irritated because she said Katie kept telling her how cute Nick was. And Nick's like, girl, what do you want me to do about that? Like, I can't control that she was feeling me. That really isn't my problem. But yeah, she just wasn't feeling it. She's like, I just don't feel like you respect me. I don't feel like you're being considerate of me. And I'm trying to be this fun Hannah, and I can't be that because you just not allowing me to be. And then she tells him he looks good and she wants to go to bed.
Were you guys talking about how fucking fabulous I am, or were you fucking talking about your past relationships?
Mature enough at this age?
Are you mature enough, Nick? Because I taught you fucking everything that you fucking know. I turned into a boy into a fucking man.
Hannah, I'm not gonna lie to you, I hated Hannah in this moment. Like, this conversation made my blood boil for a few reasons. Hannah weaponized her words so many times throughout this conversation. It was ridiculous. Mm-hmm. From saying she turned him from a boy to a man is ridiculous. Like, anybody that knows me knows I care about genuine stuff. You did something. If you turn me from a boy to a man, cool. Why you gotta take credit for it? Why you gotta say that? That's crazy to me. And that's one. Then to weaponize it, I want to show you fun, Hannah, and now you took it away. He didn't take nothing away. You're choosing not to do something. That's not on him. You're weaponizing that as well. Because you want him to be like, oh damn, I missed out on fun Hannah. What I gotta do to get fun Hannah back? Mm-hmm. You're weaponizing that as well. If you want to show him fun Hannah, you did tell Ashley that the night before, then either not tell him about it and just show fun Hannah later on another day.
Just do that.
Yeah, but even if you don't want to show it tonight because you're upset, then don't show it. But bringing it up is weaponizing it. Mm-hmm. That's when you tell somebody, I was dead about to buy you Louis Vuittons, but then we got into an argument, so I didn't get you Louis Vuittons.
It's like, you're a liar.
Yeah, like don't weaponize that. Because then you want people to be on your body to try to get it back. Please, Hannah. Mm-hmm. Please, give me fun, Hannah. Please. Like, Hannah, I hate you.
I hate you. It's crazy.
I hate you. I do not like Hannah. And she showed her insecurities in this moment. When we first were introduced to Hannah in the pods, she spoke of how insecure she was. And I feel like she showed it a lot.
Yeah.
Throughout not last night for me, but last night for them and tonight and today here with this. Because him talking to Katie made her feel very insecure. And it was showing a lot.
And he definitely ate that up, if we're being honest. He was frustrated with the conversation, but he was eating it up. He's like, what am I supposed to do if she said I look cute 5 times? Like, I can't control that. But he was feeling it. He was like, yeah, I know I look good. Yeah, it's time for you to realize I look good.
Absolutely. And another thing that pissed me off that Hannah did too.
I think it's always good to communicate. Just right now, it's 1:30 in the morning. I think I just want to get some sleep. Then we can talk about it tomorrow.
Yo, don't bring up a conversation to me at 1:29, and then when I want to talk about it a minute later at 1:30, you talking about, I want to go to bed, I want to talk about it. Yo, that's the quickest way to make me go leave. I'm going to leave. Toxic. Because we don't, toxic queen. Hannah is toxic. Because, yo, you do that to somebody like me, either we talking tonight or I'm leaving tonight. One or the other.
You're leaving?
Yo.
Heard you, Tim.
Yo, call me Tim. Call me Tim. Timmy, if it's an average kid that no one understands. That's my body.
Insane. Next up, we have Garrett and Taylor. They're on their way to San Diego. She says that they were up all night pretty much talking. She feels bad about the situation. She's just been crying her eyes out, but she doesn't feel like Garrett's intentions were negative at all. She doesn't think that he meant to hurt her. And, it's just something they kind of have to work through it. He ends up meeting all of her family and friends, and it seems like they had a really good time. Like, everybody actually enjoyed each other.
So Garrett was finally able to come meet my family and friends.
They're all very wonderful. Everyone is a special character, and it's been a pleasure meeting all of you guys.
And so, just want to show all the support and love that we got.
I feel like every time they interact with their outside people, it goes well. Like, they kind of just mesh. Essentially, because they're the same person.
They know to handle each other as well. Like, they know to showcase the love for each other.
Right.
Loveisblind was like, we're not going
They're very communicative, so.
Facts. Loveisblind was like, they're not going all the way to San Diego. They said, if y'all
like,
going,
y'all
gonna record all this on your phone. Everything we saw was Taylor's phone and her laptop. Because when I saw San Diego pop on my screen, I was like, yo, there's no way they convinced Loveisblind to travel on a flight. And then I realized they're giving us surveillance cameras. It was like, yo, can you just record it on your phone?
Just make sure the lighting is good. We need to see
they gave them one ring light and it was like, yo, just get the
figure
job
it out.
done.
That's it. Next up, we have Ashley and Tyler. They're on a go-karting date together. Ashley says that the initial shock of the whole situation has worn off. And now she's able to look at the situation from a more realistic point of view. She sees all the possibilities, and she says that she wants Tyler in her life. No matter what, really, she's willing to work it all out, and she's ready for them to get married. The tables have turned.
I feel bad for you. Like, I ain't gonna lie to you, and I get it, because Tyler could give you a lot of good bullshit with the crying and the God and everything, but you getting lied to, man. Like,
you see right through him?
I see right through him. I feel bad. But I like the date they went on. Go-karting is dope as hell. Mm-hmm. And Ashley beat Tyler, so Tyler's letting all Tylers down, because being a Tyler, I have never lost to anyone in a go-kart race in my life. So, like, I don't respect it.
The lies are crazy tonight. Okay. That's why you can relate. Got it.
To anything.
Got it. Next, we have Ram and Marissa filing their marriage license, which is really cute. They seem like they're ready to say yes, as of right now, at least. We'll have to see about that. But they seem excited.
Seem in quotation marks.
We have Hannah and Nick meeting Hannah's best friends. They ask each other if they're ready to get married, and Nick, of course, says yes. Hannah says yes, but there's things that I'm still questioning. And then she kind of just goes on a rampage, starts attacking Nick once again, as she normally does, but in front of her best friends. Says that she called him Icky Nicky. She brings up Duckgate once again and says that he makes her question certain things. And he says that she makes him question himself. She says she feels like he doesn't consider her, and that if he doesn't say yes at the altar, then they're basically done. Like, this is the end of it. And then the friends kind of just grill him, ask him a million questions. But it seems more so like he's just on a hot seat. They're all attacking him for the same thing. And they didn't even give him, like, the opportunity to, like, defend himself. Mm-hmm. It's more so just, Hannah said this. We agree with what Hannah's saying. And that's it. We don't need to hear your side. Whatever Hannah said makes the most sense. And we're just going to stick to that.
Hannah set all this up. Hannah put the bug in their ear and told them negative things about the young man and wanted them to grow him. If you remember when he met her parents, he asked them, are you not going to grow him? Hannah wants somebody to grow him. Mm-hmm. That's all she wants. It makes her feel good. For other people to belittle her fiance too, which is crazy to me. Like, it brings her joy to see this man get brought down to a child. Mm-hmm. Like, it's sick.
And he doesn't know these women for him to even be like, saying certain, like, you gotta limit your responses because you don't know how it's gonna go.
He's trying to be respectful because it's her friends. Yeah, and he actually likes Hannah, wants to marry Hannah. So I was like, yo, I just want to appease her friends because they mean a lot to her. Mm-hmm. The whole time, the friends think you a damn fool. Yep. Because of Hannah. Yep. I hate you, Hannah.
Ultimately, she says she's not asking him to change, even though clearly she is. She just wants him to respect her and help around the house, apparently. Quote unquote. quote unquote. Next up, we have Garrett and Taylor. Once again, they're meeting Taylor's mom now. She talks about the wedding dresses and like if they're excited to like go through that whole process. Mom is obviously excited. She says that she had to pull the dad off the ledge apparently because he was not feeling it. He was not happy about how the situation was, and that kind of explains why he didn't want to be on camera, because he just didn't understand it. It didn't make any sense to him.
Her dad is probably mad old-fashioned, so that makes sense.
Eventually she told him like, you know, they're adults. They have to decide for themselves, and they seem to intellectually be compatible, but that's all that we have to go off of. Like, you just have to trust them as the adults making the decision to do what's best for them. And then they all kind of get emotional, but mom shows her support. Like, she's definitely down for the whole experiment.
Yeah, once again, Garrett and Taylor, when y'all meet each other's families, y'all hit it out the park
every time.
I don't be having much to comment on. I just gotta give y'all a thumbs up. Like,
literally,
good job, guys.
They're good people.
Yeah, no, they come from good stock. Like,
yeah,
I won't lie, they quality people.
And that's why I feel like ultimately we always have to come back to sometimes when people think logic isn't important. It really is. Mm-hmm. When you're a logical person and you can see situations outside of your emotions, you can actually like process and go through, find actual conclusive solutions. But yeah,
I support that message.
Next, we have Hannah. She's talking with her mom now. She says her and Nick just don't match. She feels like her friends didn't like him, and that's kind of throwing her off, I guess. Her mom is like, none of that really matters. It's really up to y'all to decide what y'all want to do with the relationship. And Hannah's just like, you know, I feel like I just keep teaching him too much. I'm teaching him how to love, and that's not fair to me. Which, in retrospect, I can agree with the sentiment, but I don't agree that that's her reality in this situation. I feel like she forces herself to teach Nick when she doesn't need to teach him anything.
Exactly.
Her mom says she wants her to do whatever makes her happy, and that kind of ends that conversation. Very elusive to this probably ain't gonna work out.
Yeah, that's a big dumb conversation. Like, Hannah's really just saying, like, I don't want to be with him no more. And I'm happy she's came to this reality, because, Hannah, you knew this from the moment y'all opened those doors and you saw him, you didn't want to be with him.
That you wasn't feeling him, literally.
Yeah, like,
you thought, let me just talk down on him and maybe he'll leave, but he wasn't leaving.
She tried to bully him, yeah. And now it's getting to the point where she's like, yo, actually, like, I can't take it no more. So now she want to leave.
Yep. Now we cut to the wedding shopping day. The guys getting their tux, the girls getting their dresses. And of course, Hannah is not at the appointment. Marissa says after the friend meeting, she kind of just wasn't feeling it, and she doesn't think Hannah's gonna come to the appointment. I felt like that was a little confusing to me, because literally the day before, Hannah's like, you know, our families and our friends' opinions shouldn't matter.
Oh shit!
Literally,
I forgot about
this that. Man, it shouldn't matter. But now that your friends don't like Nick after you berated him and talked all this crap, now the friends matter.
Yo, I did not remember that. She did say that.
She said that.
She's a hypocrite too. You see why I don't like this girl? She belittled a man. She talked down on him. She talked shit about him to other people. And she's a hypocrite. Hannah, that's 17 strikes. You out, man.
17 is crazy.
Yeah, 17 strikes. She's out.
Everybody's kind of going through like who they brought, like how they're feeling about the whole wedding day, how they're feeling about their spouses and the whole process of it all. Fong, which is Taylor's mom, says that Garrett is not Taylor's type. And that makes me wonder, what is Taylor's type?
I'm interested to know her type. We might have to do a little bit of stalking later. And see if we can find an ex or something like that to see. Well, Taylor might like guys like me. That'd be crazy.
You want to leave a message for Taylor?
I'm okay. Okay. I'm not in her intellectual bracket.
Not this. Okay. Marissa's sister says that she's one and done, and that Ram seems super sweet. She's super excited for them to, go through this process. Marissa starts crying, getting a little emotional. her sister clearly knows how to pull on her heartstrings, and mom is tough as nails as usual. And she's like, I'm still on the edge. I can't admit that I don't really know if I'm feeling this man, but I'm trusting the process. I told him I will snip if he does anything to her, and that's really all I needed to do.
Tired of her mom. So get her off my TV. It's worse than Jasmine's mom from the UK season. Marissa's mom is just annoying, bro.
10 times worse.
She just been trying to walk around like she big and bad, like she a villain, bro. She walk around in a biker jacket, talking about, I'm gonna cut it off if you. Hey, if you don't go sit your ass down.
See, I say things like that, right? But in a joking way. But I don't feel like she's like joking.
Yeah, she got on a jacket like you.
Shut up. Shut up. Like, I don't feel like she's joking. I feel like she's serious. Like, she will actually do it.
Do not imagine us. Let me not.
Please, thank you.
No comment.
Thank you.
No comment.
Thank you.
Let somebody mom try to come take my man and see what happened to your mom.
Insane. Not you threatening people's mamas.
The mom threatened me. The mom threatened Ramsey several times on national television, bro. Like, I have video evidence of her threatening this man. And he just like, it's okay. You could threaten me.
Yeah. He has to deal with it.
Hell no.
That's his new mom-in-law. He has to put up with it.
Not by the end of the episode.
Next we have Ashley's mom and her god sister. They came to support. They kind of look alike. Like, the mom kind of looked like the god sister's mom, but okay. That was interesting. The boys have all their family and friends. It's a whole bunch of love and good energy. Everybody's excited. Ram talks about, how this process has made him realize, like, Marissa's that one. She's solid. She's been supporting him. She's been doing her thing. And I feel confident with her, supposedly. Eventually, they get to the dress fitting. And they're trying on. It's a whole sentimental moment. They choose their dresses, and we cut. I didn't like none of them. I'll say that.
This is the part of the show that I care. I ain't gonna lie. This is the part of I do not care about. I'm not gonna lie. It's every season.
You don't pay attention to that part. Like, it is whatever.
It does nothing to progress storylines.
That's fair enough.
They just putting on clothes.
Fair. I like clothes, so I kind of like that part.
This is the part
I like to see what they're actually going to choose to wear, and most of the time I just be like, no.
I
don't know if it's like Love is Blind production, like, oh, you need to choose the ugliest one or the cheapest one, but like usually it's always like, no, I always like the other dress better.
I mean, they do give them a budget though, so it might be like, because I know I've heard that they give them like a budget for the wedding, where like, let's say Netflix gives you $10,000 for the wedding, anything over comes out of your pocket. So I don't lie to you. We try to build a life together. It's like, I'm gonna take this dress. That might be a little less,
Makes sense, but I would still choose a dress that looks good, at least within the budget.
What looks good to them might not look good to you.
Fair enough.
Let them rock out. You feel me?
Fair enough, I guess.
When you go on Love is Blind next season, you pick out your fire dress.
Never gonna happen. Anyway, now we have Hannah and Nick. They have a meetup, and they continue to talk about like respect, confidence, not understanding each other. Nick tells her she's always like demeaning him, and he's just not feeling that. And she's like, what are you talking about? Like, she's so confused, but it's like, girl, you know exactly what he's talking about. He's not dumb, and he's not lying.
The Katie situation, for example, because I can use specific examples. I don't know if you can, but I can. And because I remember things I know you don't, but like,
You're just throwing shade for no reason.
it's just the truth.
It's not the truth.
It's my truth.
But you see how you're always demeaning, you're always talking down on me. We're not equals here.
Hannah says she feels like she doesn't know Nick. She feels like he's manipulative, and he's just been kind of playing a role and not showing who he actually is. And essentially, she's just not ready to walk down the aisle anymore with him.
Yeah, they come to a conclusive breakup here, which I'm happy for. I respect Nick, but then I also don't respect Nick. I respect Nick because Nick finally spoke his mind. He was like, yo, I'm tired of this shit. I'm tired of the way you talking to me. I'm tired of the way you treating me. And I respect him because he never wanted to like go back at her while they were in a relationship and they were engaged, because he respected her because that is going to be his future wife. The moment they got out of that and he realized it was done, he was like, all right, I'm going to check you. And I respect it. The reason why I don't respect him is because even if y'all are in a relationship, do not allow that disrespect. As a man, as a person, do not allow somebody to belittle you. She literally bullied you the entire relationship. And like, bullying somebody is not okay. So like, Nick, I do commend you for standing up for yourself, but I feel like you did stand up for yourself very, very late. But
I don't necessarily feel like he could have said something before, but I also feel like because of the short span of time and, you know, it's a image you're trying to portray. You don't want somebody to look at you like, oh, I'm combative or like, you know, just in a negative light, even when you're trying to defend yourself. He was really trying to stick it out and just like be respectful. Cause it's also, I feel like, harder sometimes on the guy if he's to say something kind of crazy versus if the girl says something crazy. Like, it's just like, oh, okay, she's just emotional or whatever. Like, it kind of gets blown off sometimes. But yeah, I feel like he was just trying to be respectful, which I appreciated. Like, he wasn't gonna say nothing disrespectful, but he definitely could have advocated for himself a little bit better.
yeah, because the more you allow it, the more it becomes normalized. And since it became so normalized, she was able to transfer it over to her friends, and now her friends are belittling you too.
Right.
When if you had shut it down before, it would have never got that far. So, but
fair enough.
I'm happy they broke up. I don't want to see Hannah ever again. I feel like Tim. I don't ever want to see her again.
Yeah.
Nick, I hope things work out for you. I hope this was still a wake up call.
Looking at TikTok and Instagram, I think it's working out for him.
Yeah,
I didn't see too much, but I feel like he's on the up and up now. Because
regardless, Hannah was a wake up call for him to mature a little bit more in his life, and he probably has done that. And now he can find a girl that will actually love him, appreciate him.
Yeah. Hopefully. Next up, we have Marissa and Ram. They're on a date in the boat, of course, because she loves boats. And they're talking about the wedding, talking about his previous marriage, what that would be like. She asked him if his Guyanese family would be a part of the wedding, which we didn't know he had Guyanese family, but it makes sense.
We were speculating, but we finally confirmed that the man has Guyanese roots.
He says he's unsure because his family still has his ex-wife on Facebook. He don't know how that's about to go. So that's a little awkward. Hopefully not, but you never know. Marissa says she would stay in an unhappy marriage, apparently, for 5 to 7 years. Very confusing to me. I don't know why anyone would ever want to do that.
It's a fear. She has seen so many failed relationships. I wonder how many times her mother's been married. That is something that I wish they had said.
I don't even think her mom been married.
I think her mom's been married
like multiple times.
I think her mom's been married. I think that's why she's so fearful of divorce. It's because she's seen her mother go through it so many times. And I feel like that's partially why her mother feels like marriage isn't permanent, because she's probably been divorced so many times because she's a psychopath.
Maybe once or twice. But it's also like...
Which is a lot still. Twice is a lot.
But she has like 5 kids. Yeah. So the other ones were just like relationships, not necessarily marriages.
But I guess you just see so many broken relationships that you're fearful of it. So she's just like, yo, I would stick around just because I don't want to be a statistic.
Maybe.
Some people are heavy on like, I've seen so many divorces.
But then you're still a statistic because you're staying in a broken marriage. That makes no sense.
But you're not a tick on the divorce checker because technically I didn't get a divorce. Even though I get
But you could be a tick on the failed relationship. You could be a tick on the traumatizing your children.
Some people don't care about that.
Like, there's so many other things that come with being in a broken marriage. That makes no sense.
Yeah.
Whatever. To each his own, I guess. She starts talking about gifts, getting gifts for their mom. She says that she's been super busy and she feels like Ram is not being considerate of the fact that she's trying to do 1,000,001 things and also still trying to put this wedding together. He said that he will be a part of it, but he's not putting his effort into the wedding. I don't know how that's going to go, but hey, hopefully it works out.
Do better, Mr. Ram.
Next we have Ashley and Tyler. Clearly they've decided we're getting married because they decide to go skydiving. They get geared up before the wedding day and they actually enjoyed it. I think Tyler, even though he was scared, he truly enjoyed it, and that was a sweet moment. Like, she finally got her dream come true.
Tyler's just doing anything now because he know them 3 kids is sitting on his chest, yo. He know he lying to her face, so he like, she will jump out of a plane. I guess I can jump out of a plane, bro.
But that would be crazy. After she said this has been her dream from a child, and you're gonna sit up here and lie to this woman and just let her jump out the sky with you?
He don't care.
Say that for her.
Bro.
Save that for her actual husband.
The man said, I don't know if the kids know what I look like. I can show you. I can pull up 5 pictures. And I'm going to put a picture in the video now. I'm going to put a picture of him with the same kids that he's not sure if the kids look like him.
In his mind, the kids are too young to remember.
Like, bro, come on, bro. So yeah, he gonna spoil everything. Actually, do better, man. Please.
Next up, we have Taylor and Garrett. They have their own like personal meeting at Art Tech. It was a really cute date. They say that they like enjoy each other's company. They're best friends and they're excited for the future together.
I'm happy for them.
They had a really smart, like, intellectual conversation. I don't fully know what the conversation was because I didn't understand it. So, you know,
P class and D class, and when we was watching it, we both was just like, you know what they talking about? I don't know. I don't know nothing.
I don't know what's going on at all.
Clearly, we're not in that Taylor Garrett brain region. You know, we stay in the Binge Box region.
Different strokes for different folks.
Facts.
Next up, we have Marissa and Ram once again. It cuts to them, and immediately it seems like they're beefing. Something happened. Something went down, but we're not fully sure. Ram says like they haven't fully worked out their issues, and he doesn't want to make an irrational decision. Marissa says she feels like he keeps having other people in his ear, and that's why his mind keeps swaying. He says he doesn't want to do something that's going to end up in divorce in the future. Like, he just wants to be sure. But Marissa's obviously sure. She's ready to marry this man.
She's sure. I guarantee you this whole thing happened because last night Marissa went to bed too early. like Marissa just got in the bed and fell asleep. And Ramsey was like, "You're not going to hug me? You're not going to kiss me? We're not going to do nothing?"
Touch my pee-pee?
And he starts spiraling, bro. Like, Ramsey, chill out, bro. Like, I'm telling you, Ramsey is toxic, bro.
Very.
Very, very toxic.
And that's why you don't deal with cancer men.
Don't say that. We're not going to be
Don't
discriminating.
deal with them. I'm being very discriminatory.
My father's a cancer man. What are you saying?
Sorry to that man.
You discriminate
Sorry
against
to that
people.
man. Sorry to that man.
Don't.
I'm just saying.
Don't mess with Gemini.
There's always a few. That's a lie.
Don't mess with Gemini.
Don't mess with Gemini.
I stand on that. Don't
mess with Gemini. Anyway. Moving along. The episode ends off with the previews of the wedding day. We're gonna see like who comes up. There's only 3 couples now though. There's literally only 3 couples.
And it might be 2.
And it might be 2. Because who knows what's gonna happen with Marissa and Ram.
We started out with 6. I'm telling you, should have just brought Leo and Brittany if everybody's gonna start dropping like stars. We should have stayed with Mr. Rolex.
Them lawsuits seem to be doing a big number on Love is Blind though. I can't lie because back in the day, it was like, you can't leave until you walk down this aisle. You gotta walk down this aisle and tell this man no, tell this woman no, before you even dip out. Now it's like, okay, bye.
I mean, I think people just have more integrity. They don't want to go through the whole stress of going down the aisle. I think that's what it is too.
It's not.
So a lot of people were doing that before. Jimmy,
because they had to. It was in the contract.
Jimmy and Chelsea didn't make it to the altar.
Mm-hmm.
Shayna and the atheist guy never made it to the altar. Like,
what is that?
I think that's season 2 or season 3. The one with Shane, the girl that would always squint her eyes like this. The blonde girl.
I'm trying to remember, but I don't.
She was really religious.
Oh yes,
They never made it to the altar. So I feel like some people just.
But they didn't. They didn't even go to the honeymoon, did they?
They did. They did the honeymoon. Like some people just
maybe
don't want to go that far, and some people just really want to do it, and some people make the decision in the moment.
But it also could have been because they had the money back then because there was a fine. They could have had the money and been like, you know what, I'm gonna just spend it.
Maybe we'll never know. We got to sign up for the show just to figure it out.
We do.
We gotta just do a test run. Like, hopefully we go on the same season so we could just like, you know.
They're gonna be like, they know each other.
Nah, we gonna act like I never. Like Taleisha, I've never heard of a name like that before. That's an interesting.
Very interesting. Very unique.
Very
beautiful
mindful.
Gowns. So that is all for today's video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And what else we gotta do?
In the comments below, drop your thoughts on the episode and everything we had to say. Mm-hmm. And let us know which couples you think are getting married and which couples are saying no at the altar. We got 1 or 2 episodes left. Mm-hmm. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram, follow us on TikTok, follow us on X at the Binge Box Pod, and we'll catch you in the next one. Happy binging.
Happy binging. Bye.